Hey friends, John here again from Proverbs 27:9 Fragrances. And today I'm continuing my first impression. I had 4 fragrances in a recent fragrance haul. Got them all on the cheap. M7 by Yves Saint Laurent, Extreme Journey by Michael Kors, Bentley from Me and Absolute, and Guerlain Rouge Instinct. So if you would, go ahead and make sure that you are like the video, subscribe, make sure you got the notifications turned on. That way you're notified every time we upload this sweet smelling fragrance related content. Okay, next I'm going to go to one of my favorite fragrance houses. I went from, if you've watched the Yves Saint Laurent video, one of my least favorite fragrance houses. And I don't mean that in any disrespect. It's just a fragrance house that I've not bought very many fragrances from. Again, I own 3 now that I have that one. And but as far as Guerlain goes, I own a whole lot and have owned a whole lot. So I'm going to go to this one. This is Rouge Instinct, and I don't know what to expect about this. You know, the reviews on it was kind of negative when it came out. I like to watch, and I haven't watched them in a while, but Wafts from the Loft, the 2 British guys in the church that review fragrances, and they love Habit Rouge, and they love the older stuff. And I had a bottle of the original Habit Rouge, and I could not wear it. I think now, if I had one, I would like it better than I did back then. It was one that I had to wash off of my hand. My nose has changed since then, and so I do think that I would appreciate it more, but to me, the opening is what I couldn't get around. I'm sure the dry down was probably good. The opening was just very urine-y, and it was that old school. I don't know, what the notes were that was providing that. It was, again, I think it's some of the floral notes, but just too powdery, too urine-y. I didn't like it. And they hated this fragrance when it came out. They were excited for it. They smelled it. They didn't like it. They said it was way too mass appealing, and they likened it to Sauvage, which I cannot imagine that this fragrance smells like Sauvage. But anyways, the typical jewel case bottle, all the new Guerlains go in. And this one kind of looks like their, L'Homme Ideal Extreme. Looks almost identical to it. In fact, I think it's the exact same color lid. L'Homme Ideal Extreme is a great fragrance. I love everything in the line. I've never smelled anything in this line that I did not love. And out of all of them, the original EDT is my favorite. So let's see what to think about that. With Guerlain, look how beautiful that atomizer, and all that is. They're just high quality all the way around. Great sprayer. Did you see that? Pressurized. So I'm thinking this is going to be let's see, very strong. It's very floral, which the original Habit Rouge is, but it's not a feminine floral. Most of the time when a fragrance is really floral, to me it comes across kind of unisex or feminine. It really smells like, on the initial blast, smells like you're smelling a bouquet of flowers. There's some lemon in there mixed in as well. Okay, and now it's changing to something very pleasant that's coming in with it. What's it remind me of? Kind of a I don't know. The smell that's coming in with the florals and the citrus, it's nice. I can't put my finger on what it smells like. It doesn't smell floral. It doesn't smell fruity. Yet it's not really leathery or anything like that. It may be a blast of ambroxan or something like that. It's just kind of a peppery, fizzy peppery, maybe like a linen smell that's coming in with it. It's coming in very nice. Now the initial blast was very strong. But I don't know if it's already soaked into my skin, and I'm either going nose blind to it or it's not going to be a very good performer. So let me look at the notes real quick. I don't have this one pulled up, so give me just a second.
2 hours later.
Okay, back. I don't know what the notes are. Maybe the green notes. There's just this kind of fizzy, spicy, watery, green thing that's come in with the florals and the citruses. I thought this was a Terry Wasser fragrance. It says on Fragrantica Delphine Gel. Both of those are excellent perfumers. This is reminding me of something, but I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't smell like Sauvage. That's crazy. This is the fragrance that has the cannabis note. And, I'm definitely not a fan of that smell. I've got neighbors don't like that, but I don't smell that. Doesn't smell like that at all. The notes are green notes, grapefruit, bergamot. To me, it smelled very lemony in the opening. I think now that's drying down more, it's a little more rindy, lemony, citrusy, and a lot of times that's the way grapefruit smells to me. Cannabis, mate, and red rose in the mids, and then leather, patchouli, and vanilla in the base. Right now, I'm not getting a lot of vanilla. That's one of the signatures. The original Habit Rouge was the florals, which was rose and geranium and 15 other different flowers, leather, and vanilla. And it was very powdery, slightly leathery, very floral. Again, to me, come across very urine-y and powdery in the opening. Pea in a powder tin, kind of like Boucheron Pour Homme. Although, I like that fragrance more than I did when I reviewed it. This, to me, I don't care for it, to be honest with you, at least in the opening. It smells fine. It's just kind of blah. It's just kind of this green, this florally, citrusy green, just fizzy blah. There's nothing in it that's just like, oh, this is a aquatic fragrance, or oh, this is a leather fragrance, or oh, this is a whatever. It's just kind of like a halfway. It smells like a decent candle, like if this was a candle in my house, I'd be like, it smells okay, But as a fragrance that you'd want to wear and everything, don't care for it. And that's surprising because I actually thought I would really like it. I thought because the guys who really love the older stuff, people think I really love older stuff. No, there's some people that just really love the older stuff, and Wafts from the Loft is one of those, and they said they hated it, and I thought, okay, I'll probably like it. No, I don't hate it, but I don't really like it. If it changes drastically in the dry down, I'll come back and do a full review. If it doesn't, I'm not. All right, so real quick update on this one. Once it dries down, it pretty much turns into a light blue fragrance. It smells a lot like YSL Eau de Toilette or something like Dolce & Gabbana light blue. Actually smells pretty good at that point, but it's just real weak. So not a fan of the opening. And it starts to get a little better in the mid. Then it smells good in the dry down. it's just not going to be a very good performer. So just wanted to throw that little update in there. Let me know what you think about this fragrance. I love Guerlain. It's actually the first Guerlain fragrance that I didn't like that I thought I was gonna like. If that makes sense to you. Now, I've smelled some that I didn't like before, but I thought I probably wasn't gonna like them. But anyways, till we see you down the road, I say God bless. Frag on, Frag fan.